these fast food chains are going to say, I can't afford to go from $7, $8 an hour, whatever it was before, to more than doubling to $20 an hour. I can't afford to keep this many people on staff. Either I'm going to have to double and triple my sales to make up for it, or I'm going to have to lay people off. All right. California sucks. All right. Listen, everybody well, I shouldn't say everybody. I know so many people who have moved from California here to Texas, right? My neighbors right across the street moved from California here to Texas. And basically everybody's saying, we got to get the hell out of this state. This state is not working for us. This state is not putting out everything that we need. And one thing that they need is jobs. And California is laying off workers ahead of new minimum wage law. California food chains are laying off the workers because they have a new $20 minimum wage law that applies to chains with 60 or more locations. So will go into effect on April 1st. So next week. I have multiple feelings on this topic. So first feeling is, of course, we want to pay people more, right? Of course, I am a capitalist, but I'm also a real softie. I'm a capitalist in the fact that I want to make as much money as humanly possible, but I also want to take care of as many people as humanly possible as well. And whenever I see this, it's like $20 minimum wage. That's good. That's going to help a lot of households out there. On the other end of it, that's not so good, because these fast food chains are going to say, I can't afford to go from $7, $8 an hour, whatever it was before, to more than doubling to $20 an hour. I can't afford to keep this many people on staff. So either I'm going to have to double and triple my sales to make up for it, or I'm going to have to lay people off, and you're going to have to do more work while you're here, right? That's the balancing act here. Either they're going to have to charge twice as much for everything, they're going to have to make twice as many sales, or they're going to lay off half their employees. And that's exactly what we're seeing here. California fast food chains are laying off workers ahead of new minimum wage laws. So I'm really conflicted in this, right? On one hand, I want people to make more money, but on the other hand, it's like, listen, this is not sustainable, right? These business models are not built around $20 labor. At the end of the day, that is the position of the story is, this is a business model that sells $1 and $2 hamburgers, or $1 and $2 Jack in the Boxes, whatever they got, right? Now, they've raised their prices beyond belief lately. We've covered a story about an $18 Big Mac meal. And not only that, but their consumers are just turning away. The McDonald's CEO said that to eat at McDonald's, you have to be making at least $55,000 a year. The McDonald's CEO basically came out and said, look, we can no longer service the lowest income Americans. We have to start charging more prices. And so they're going to have to eat elsewhere. And so on top of that, California wants to make their wages for these fast food workers be 2, maybe 2.5 times as much. The business model is not set up to work around this labor. So let's take a look at the story here. Some fast food chains in California letting go of workers that have a new $20 minimum wage law that will take effect in April, and that could dramatically impact their bottom lines. Yeah, of course. Several eateries, especially pizza chains, have begun to cut jobs in an effort to get ahead of financial repercussions. I was thinking about that, actually. We had pizza delivered the other day. It's from a place called New York Pizza and Pints. And they don't have delivery drivers. They use DoorDash. And so it makes sense to me that the first place people that are going to go is Pizza Hut drivers, Domino's drivers. Why do we need you when we can just DoorDash it, right? I'm sure that that's exactly what the Pizza Hut franchise owners are saying here, right? This person, a Pizza Hut driver, told a newspaper he received a notice from Pizza Hut franchisee, informing him that his last day of work would be in February. Pizza Hut was my career for nearly a decade, and with little to no notice, it was taken away. That sucks. That super sucks. Multiple Pizza Hut franchises in California filed notices to comply with the Worker Adjustment and Retraining Notification Act, saying they're discontinuing their delivery services. Many of the services were delivery driver jobs. Another California company announced that they laid off 841 drivers across the state, where select California franchisees have elected to make changes to their staffing approach. Access to delivery services will continue to be available via Pizza Hut's mobile app, website, and ordering, and it should remain consistent, this Pizza Hut spokesperson said. But more than likely, they're going to be using DoorDash to do it, or Uber Eats or anything else. There it is right there. The franchisees are transferring their delivery services to third parties, right? So, and there's DoorDash right there. And this person says, I'm definitely not going to hire any more. Man, it's just a shame. Now, this story right here, I heard it's been debunked that Gavin Newsom had a friend that owned multiple Panera Breads, and they got an exception where Panera Bread wouldn't have to pay that. When I first heard that, I said, who in their right mind is going to work at Panera Bread? Who would work at Panera Bread if they're the exception to this rule and they can get a job anywhere else making $20 an hour? But then again, if all the jobs are becoming scarce in that area, the automation and robotics are probably on their way up, right? They are more than likely going to be looking to hire more robots to replace these people. He just looks so scummy, doesn't he? Let's take a look at the AI trading data for McDonald's, right? McDonald's is one of those companies that's definitely going to be laying off people, I would assume, in California. We actually got a sell signal on January 10th. We got a sell signal on McDonald's, and you can see it's started to go down since then. In fact, it's entered this red area over here. That is the downtrend overlay, right? The downtrend overlay is a bad sign. Anytime you get a downtrend overlay with the sell signal, watch out below. So I think McDonald's could be one of those stocks that is impacted dramatically by this $20 minimum wage. But let's take a look at the performance summary. Using Outlier Signals, you would have seen a 74.31% return versus buy and hold at 43%. So definitely outperforming buy and hold, and 73% is not too shabby at all. If you want to get your hands on these AI trading signals, be sure to head over to outlierdeal.com. We have a very, very limited time deal. I think we're in the last 10 days or so of the lifetime deal where you can get access to Outlier for a one-time teensy tiny low price. It's like 99% off. So let's take a look at what the internet has to say about this. California fast food chains continue layoffs and cut hours ahead of $20 minimum wage increase. This person says, told you so. This person says, how did this happen? LOL. Are they also going to bring down the menu prices that were jacked up sky high after COVID? Well, no, they're not going to be doing that. I want to see the responses to this. Yeah, right. This is certainly not going to help. No, it's not going to help, right? They're going to have to actually increase their prices. They're going to lay off people and increase prices at the same time. No, but it's likely an attempt to keep them from going up even more, thereby dropping demand. No, why would they be able to? No other costs are going down, especially food. No, in fact, most of them have already hiked their prices this month before the wage increase. Law is about tax revenue, not bettering lives. Very, very interesting. Yeah, I think that this $20 minimum wage, while it sounds great on the surface, as most Democrat policies do, right? Sound great on the surface. In all reality, it's just not going to work. But I'll tell you what, YouTube thinks you're going to love one of these two videos above. So click here to watch more, and I'll see you on the next Outlier Live. Talk soon.